Doc here. Well, the iron sights are pretty easy to remove. Put on the red dot. Now I'm going to have to take it to the range to get it tested out. See if I can back up enough here to get that all in. Yep. Interesting little rifle. Doesn't kick a lot. Makes a really odd noise though when firing. It's almost like a thunk. I know one thing. Whenever I have it at the range, people come running to look at it because they're like, "What are you shooting?" That's just based on the noise. Anyway, got the iron sights there. Put them in a baggie. Store them away with the other parts. And next, I'm going to see about installing the strap. Sling, I guess is the proper term for it, but since I'm only half a gun guy, strap works. It just sounds dorky. Yeah, I put the sling on and I took it back off again. I'm not sure. I think the sling doesn't really work well for a right-handed person. It just seemed to be very clunky, and maybe it's just I don't know how to wear a sling. Anyway, I took it off. I figured, you know what? I don't need a sling on it really. It's not like I'm gonna go hiking with this thing. Later. Well, there it is, the finished product. Got the grip pod on and got the red dot on. As I said, I took off the sling because it looked dorky and didn't really do much for the rifle. It didn't even look tactical, so it was one of those things I just decided, you know, this is pretty much for shooting at the range and home protection. Do I really need a sling? I'm not going to be carting it off anywhere. I'm not going to be carrying it around with me other than around the house. I don't see myself carrying it around my vast acre property, so I don't think I need a strap the sling on it. So I'm leaving the sling off. What do you think? Should I put the sling back on? Is there a purpose for it and for what I want to do with it? Let me know. I think it's a very cool looking little rifle though. And oh, I should have done something. I'll come back and show you the target that I shot at the range. It was not too bad for 50 yards. And we're back again. This time I got the target that I shot the other day. Now, that was at 50 yards. The holes you see in the target that are off of the target itself, those are the first 4 shots I took. And then I made some adjustments. And the actual last shots I took actually are on the bullseye and just below the bullseye. So those last 5 shots, there's a group of 2 right under the bullseye, and then to the lower right of those 2 are a set of 3. Those were my last 5 shots at 50 yards. So I was pretty happy with that. After making adjustments, it worked out pretty well. And I thought it was a 6-inch target. It's not. It's 8 inches, I believe. I suppose I could take a look at that. Hold on a second, and we'll get a tape measure out. Trying to keep the camera on something more or less interesting rather than juggling it around and going, oh, is that anything? You know, my normal camera technique. My dad's old tape measure. This is probably from sometime Well, I would guess late 40s, early 50s he had that. Oh, I guess it's a 5-inch target. Never mind. I guess that 8 doesn't mean 8 inches. That is just over 5 inches. It's like 5 1/8 in diameter. Good camera work. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that result. I don't know what the ballistics are at 50 yards. I don't know if you could, in a pinch, use this rifle for hunting. I suspect you could. I've done a lot of reading online, and people suggest that anything beyond 50 yards is animal cruelty. So this would not be my choice for hunting, but certainly for stopping a guy from advancing on my family or myself. I think with some good hollow points, yeah, probably do the job just fine. Or some of those new fancy dancy rounds that provide good penetration, but they what are they called? I can't even remember what they're called, but they seem to when they hit a target, they pretty much disintegrate. Hollow points being illegal in New Jersey, you can buy them, you can bring them to your home, and they can never leave your home again. From what I understand from the law, I think that includes you can't take them to the range. I was under the impression you could, but I've spoken to several people here, and they say, "Oh no, if you get caught with hollow points, there's a nice hefty fine per bullet." So I think they'll be staying in my house. Anyway, just thought I'd share this with you. It's pretty cool. I really like it. And plan on going out to the range and have some fun this week. I hope that would be great. I've got to do some reloading though. All of my armor piercing rounds, I mean target rounds, are almost used up, so I've gotta make some more. You ever wonder why the police or the legislature, whoever it is that really wants you to use non-hollow points, wants you to use these armor piercing things they call target rounds that will go through the intruder, through the next two walls and into the cranium of your child? I guess it's all in shot placement. Take care, folks.